Hey guys, welcome to Fly the Sea Plays Minecraft. Today we're going to be taking a look at two different devices that are really useful in a Minecraft Bedrock server, one of which is an infinite piglin farm, which will generate infinite XP. And I'll show you all the mechanics that make this work and how to make your own. Sorry about this breaking glass sound, but it's kind of what happens when another portal breaks over and over. Let me explain how these mechanics work and how you can make it for yourself. I'm not going to be showing you a block by block because this is actually in survival. I'm not just in creative or something. And how to actually make this and how it all functions. So one of the most important things to explain through this, other than you make a big nether portal, you can make it as big as you want. You can make other ones. I think the max is 23 by 23. This one's just an 11 by 11, which is a pretty good size for our server. One of the reasons 11 by 11 was chosen, this water block perfectly is the length of the obsidian. I think it's one block short, but there's a dispenser over there. Okay. So let me explain how these two things interact. One of which is this lava. The lava is on top of an observer clock. So how an observer clock works, two observers are looking at each other right here. They're producing every tick of redstone. I don't know if it's every tick, but, you know, it's whatever. It's just make it a clock. Okay. The lava on top of the observers is updating every tick. And with this trapdoor right here, it's causing the lava to actually trigger onto the obsidian and make it create the nether portal. That's really important that it's on top of the observers, otherwise it won't be re-triggering that. The second part of it is using that same clock to be using a dispenser with a water bucket inside. So let's go take a look at that. Boom, just a water bucket. And it's just going over and over and over. And you can stop this. You can just break one of these observer blocks and you're good to go. Okay. You can see to the east, and you'll see because I'm facing east, you can see my mini-map. East is where these piglins spawn. I actually made it incorrectly the first time, and I tried to make them go west. They don't go west. They only go east. Okay. You got a pit right here. It drops them X amount of blocks. You can make it more blocks than this. They don't die instantly, but you could make it more blocks than this and make them die instantly. But I wanted to make sure that they weren't dying. Okay. So now that you've got your nether portal set up, you got your lava with a trapdoor, and it's put it on top of two observers, and you've got the water bucket going. That will cause them to fall down this pit. And what I've done is just make a little room. We're going to trap this fox in here. You'll see there's a bunch of piglins in here. We're just going to kill them all, and we're going to get a ton of XP for free. I've got a hopper underneath it going into a barrel, and you can see you get infinite gold swords, and you're going to get a lot of gold swords out of this. I don't know if there's really a good use for gold swords, but you're going to get a lot of them. So if you like gold swords, you can use them. Okay, I've got a bed in here just so I can AFK in here and make a day and stuff like that. I also have a mending pickaxe that I'm using to break this, to kill the piglins, and that way I essentially have an infinite tool for doing so. Okay. That is the first one you're going to want to do. The key being there, observers with the lava on top is what causes the portal to work, and that it's the water running off is east. Okay. So now I'm going to go over and show you another cool device that I've made in this Bedrock server. And this is a regular Bedrock realm. It's not doing anything. This doesn't lag the server at all, by the way. I'm sure if you had a bunch of stuff going, maybe it'll start lagging the server, but our base is far enough away from that where the piglins don't actually spawn unless you're sitting in there AFK. Which you could obviously build it closer to base, but maybe it would be more laggy. Okay, I'll show you the second thing I wanted to show you, which is infinite wood and infinite glow shroom lights. Not glowstone. Shroom lights. Shroom light. How this works, you're going to want to get some of this nylium, I think it's called. It is essentially the grass that grows on netherrack. And the way you can get this, there's two ways. There's a couple ways, but the easiest way is to get a silk touch pickaxe. And then mine it, and it will pick it up like that. The second way, endermen sometimes carry it around, and I think maybe piglins will give it to you randomly if you give them gold. Don't quote me on that. This is a really good tutorial. It's really well made. But anyways, what you're going to do with this, once you have at least just one block, you can put a bunch of netherrack. This is in the overworld, by the way. If it's next to other nylium, it will turn into this nylium grass. And you make a 7 by 7. This is a 7 by 7, which is the size of I think it might actually be 5v5, but you'll see I use a bone meal right here, and I'm getting the bone meal just by composting essentially anything. And one of the benefits here is that it will create items that you can use to do the composting. And I'll show you how this loop works, which should essentially give you infinite warp stem, infinite of this warp block that can use to really efficiently make more bone meal. So you effectively have infinite bone meal with this. And what you're going to do is after you've gotten a warped fungus on the blue nylium or a red fungus on the red nylium, and it doesn't work the other way around. You can't put a red mushroom here and have it grow. It has to be the same color. Okay, so we've got the blue mushroom deal, and I'm just going to use a couple bone, and boom, we have our own tree. You can use a hoe to cut all this down other than the wood part, and all of this feeds back into your bone meal farm. So yes, this is manual, but it's really good if you're just trying to get a lot of wood all at once, or you just want a ton of bone meal without having to sit around for a machine to make all your bone meal. This also can power another machine that requires bone meal. So I know you see I've made a really huge room to do this because sometimes these trees just grow insanely tall. And you also get shroom light. So this is the original reason that this is all hoe is the right one. But this is originally the reason I wanted to have infinite shroom light, but this creates infinite shroom light, it creates infinite wood, it creates infinite bone meal. It's a really good way to farm for all of those things, and it's really simple. All you need is netherrack and a nylium block, and you can get that, as I said, with a silk touch, or you can randomly get it, because I had nylium blocks just by being in the nether, and I'm not actually sure what dropped them, but they do get dropped. So, and I got more than one. It's not necessarily a very rare drop. So if you ever see that nylium block in your inventory, make sure you don't get rid of it. It's really useful for doing this. And check it out. I got so much nether wart block right here, and it's just going to turn into, let me eat some pumpkin pie real quick, which is, don't tell me it's not efficient. I like pumpkin pie. We're going to make more wart right here. Boom, 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 boom. And that's it. So thank you for watching my video. It's semi-quick video on these two different machines, one that gives you infinite XP and one that gives you infinite wood, bone meal, and shroom light, which is a great light source. Thank you for watching.